This week, the chefs left it all on the table. No, literally. In one of the most artistic challenges we've done, the chefs had to design a dish that was plated directly onto the table. As the saying goes, you eat with your eyes first. And unfortunately, some of this week's dishes left our eyes pretty hungry. Today, I'm joined by two-time Top Chef winner, Buddha Lowe.
I'm not neglecting any part of this table right now.
Known for pushing the envelope with his culinary compositions. He'll show us his approach to plating and blow your mind with a new creation. This is The Dish with Kish. Someone help me out now. No one's gonna help me? No one's gonna help me? No one's gonna help me? All right, Buddha, come on in. Hi, nice to see you. Can I offer you some water?
I love some water.
Okay, sparkling still?
Sparkling, please.
All right, so I've had the great pleasure of tasting your food.
Yep.
I remember distinctly, it was like, I put lotion on my hands, I can't get that open.
Okay.
What host I am. And I remember everything about your culinary point of view, your style, how precise everything was and how beautiful everything was. So someone like you, who clearly puts a lot of time and effort into plating, why does it matter?
I think that especially on Top Chef, you don't get many episodes or challenges. So, I mean, you gotta nail it. You gotta show me more than just good cooking because, you know, I can go to a taco truck and get something incredible, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for all the other sides of it, presentation, creativity, innovation. The more that we learn, the more that we can evolve with cooking.
Well, because you've won Top Chef, not one, but 2 times.
The first Top Chef World All-Star is Buddha. There you go, buddy. Yeah!
I just won Top Chef back to back. Oh, that feels unreal to say.
I feel like there's no challenge that you can't take on. So I want to see what you can do with a blank canvas.
Let's do it.
The chefs in this week's elimination challenge had a 6-foot table.
Okay.
So we have, what, 3 by 3 or something, which I feel like is adequate enough to feed the 2 of us.
Yeah.
Right? And so I want to know the inner workings of your brain.
First person that I thought about was Yayoi Kusuma and how she's just constantly using these dots all around her artwork. So I get really excited just thinking about it. The opportunity of a blank canvas and seeing how I can utilize the whole thing. I am gonna do my take on a fruit salad, but it's gonna be using so many different techniques.
I feel like a lot of your mise en place does take time.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of your ingredients in mise en place finished?
Yeah, so I do have most of my stuff ready to go.
Okay, let's go get your stuff.
Okay. I want to focus more on the plating because that's what it's all about. We got these biscuits using the fruit powder. I'm gonna dust a little bit of matcha powder on here.
And that's just matcha powder wrapped in cheesecloth?
Yeah, just to get a different range of color.
Did you have any challenge like this during either season?
We never got to play it on the table. It would have been amazing, but they decided to make us do 3 Wellingtons in 3 hours.
Oh, great.
We're looking for not 1, not 2, 3 Wellington dishes. This is a double elimination.
So you've talked a lot about how you've watched Top Chef, you have studied it. You were intentional just as you are with your food and how you would watch that show. What were you looking for? I
was looking at the flaws that people made, and every now and again, like whenever I just like think about it, and I go, you know what? It's real simple cooking tech, you know?
Yeah.
Don't serve raw chicken, you know?
Right.
Just like, after like watching about 9 seasons in 2 weeks, I went to myself and went, you know what, I got this. You just have to be a really good...
You stopped at season 9?
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? You missed a good one, Buddha.
All right. I've got a strawberry coulis. So now I've got a blackberry yogurt. I'm not neglecting any part of this table right now because every component is going to be crucial in the overall dish. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun doing this.
If you gave him like 8 hours, he'd still be here doing that.
I would still be doing this after 8 hours.
The Top Chef journey is very different for everybody.
Yes.
Some people love it, some people didn't.
When you're in the Top Chef kitchen, you're asked to cook.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all that you're asked to do. You don't even have to do the dishes.
That's true.
Thank you, Steph.
Yeah.
And Top Chef is just this sort of environment for me where I just have to think about nothing else apart from what I'm gonna plate, what I'm gonna cook. You know, I just really, really enjoy doing it. We have some fresh yogurt right here that's been watered down with like a little bit of cream.
When we were going through the challenge and watching the chefs, we got to watch them go through the process of plating. And some, you could tell they knew exactly what the next move was. And some just felt a little uncomfortable, I think, with the premise and the concept. Unfortunately, Michelle, when she delivered her table, it just felt timid.
I don't want to eat this.
I know.
This looks so unappetizing.
She bunched it all up. Just
Right.
give it some room to breathe, you know?
And like Michelle, knowing the barbecue and the crab boils and the things that she does,
Yeah.
she could have also gone that route.
And that, however, wasn't the problem. The problem was when you ate everything together, it was unbalanced in all the different components that she put together.
It's no different to composing how you would want, you know, your salad to work out. How much croutons, how much vinegar, how much acid.
Now, what's this one?
So this is actually a aged vinegar. I'm not going to be putting too much of it, but I think that this acidity will really, really go well, especially because it's aged.
Slightly sweeter, richer.
Exactly.
I just want to take my tongue and just
Yeah, I know, same.
lick the whole thing. Dan's dish, I remember, he did like this smoked beet and kale and what he called a puffin. And I swiped it all the way across the board and sandwiched it in between the puffin.
You make one big bite. All right, isn't that the whole point?
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Oh, yes, girl.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
So as a kid, at some point, you know, after rain, there was a puddle of mud in it. You made mud pies, right?
Yeah.
We didn't do that.
Who didn't taste it?
Everybody tasted it.
Everyone tasted a mud pie.
Yeah.
And so this is the adult version of tasting a mud pie. You want that dirt, you want that earth. Beets, mushrooms, leeks,
Yeah.
give you that earth. That's my theory, I'm sticking with it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there's definite earth.
Yeah.
And that, to me, was the marker of a great dish because that bite that I unintentionally made was still balanced and perfect.
And that's what we're looking for. Now that I've got all the dots on here, I'm just putting
As
a
you
little
made.
strawberry tartare in there. I'm gonna just try and just blop them everywhere. I am gonna be covering them, and so I'm not being too pedantic about it. Putting the green matcha on there, it's gonna help highlight these circles.
Speaking of, when do we get to eat, though?
We are gonna eat soon.
Okay. So in the pineapple, it's just chiffonade mint and anything else?
Rum syrup as well.
Oh, okay.
And so I've got my circles on there. I'm also finishing that off with a couple of yogurt panna cottas, fresh mango as well, adding some more color into that. And then why not add some grapes?
Are you happy with this?
No, I'm actually gonna take
Okay.
another 3 more hours. No, I think we're pretty much there.
Well, I think, you know, as much as you appreciate visual representation in your food and artistic representation, you know, when we watch Top Chef, not only are viewers watching for the chefs and to see who wins, but everyone wants to see like where you are, what the challenges are, how they're represented in just the surroundings and ambiance. And on Top Chef, there's an entire art department that builds out these sets that not only give it intrigue, but also something that really anchors the challenge into the episode. And I feel like one of those people is here. Sky, come on in. So we've all been able to see so many of these great setups, right? The chefs walk in, they just are revealed and opened into like this crazy set. Where do you even start?
It is a full art department journey. It usually starts with me talking to our art director. We will talk about what the producers are looking for, if there's a theme or how we want it to look. So I will go and source it from different local shops and try to tie that all in together.
Some of the pieces and then the props, you're building from scratch, like with a saw. And
We have a full construction team that builds everything. Whether it's the judge's table, whatever is asked, we can do anything on the show. It's really incredible.
I remember there was the Door County Quickfire, I think it was,
Yes.
and it was just like this facade with all these little doors, and you're opening them all up and seeing what's inside. You're just like, someone had to make that.
Yes, our construction team made that. We had the guys with little bricks making the roof, and then it's a lot of time me and back and forth with Lauren in culinary. We'll kind of discuss about the ingredients and how like we had to know which size the doors were to fit each ingredient. So we worked together a lot and collaborate with that.
Sky, what's the hardest thing that you had to do this season?
I think our cranberry display was a really good display.
I don't know if you've ever seen the video, but I'm sure it's gonna surface at some point. I was basically twerking in your cranberry bog.
I didn't see that.
Okay, it was so much fun. I hope that more people appreciate the work that it takes. You put a group of 15 chefs together, it can only be so entertaining. It's everything else that is built around it. Have you guys won an Emmy yet? Because I feel like our department needs an Emmy. Goodbye, Sky, thank you.
Got one more component, so I'm gonna finish it off. Okay. So inside here, I've got the same coulis and yogurt frozen with like some fresh blueberries, and then basically sprinkling it on top of the dish to get that last little effect. Give it a different temperature as well.
This is when you have the culinary department.
Yeah.
Fly in.
That is the fruit salad.
I mean, that deserves a round of applause. Round of applause, thank you very much. Okay, can we eat now?
Yes.
A lot of love and creativity, well done.
There we go.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
shall we?
I don't even know where to start,
I
which
mean,
is, I guess,
just-
the beauty of the whole thing.
Drag it all in, yeah.
It tastes like yogurt and berries.
In the best way.
Yeah, like that yogurt parfait.
And as you can see, the frozen element brings out that different temperature in there, which is so necessary.
And I appreciate how light-handed you were with the vinegar, because when you do get it, it like brings it somewhere else, and then you kind of bounce around and you hit different flavor profiles. It's not boring whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right, Buddha, well, I think everyone learned a lot, including myself, so thank you so much for being here. I've always wanted a little peek inside your head. All right, join me next time as my best friend, my boo-boo, Stephanie Smar, and I, we are gonna both be put to the test. See you then.
And cut.
Lovely.
Moving on, let's reset the kitchen. Please, great work, guys.
Oh.